हेलो स्टूडेंट, आज हम एडवांस इंजीनियरिंग मैथमेटिक्स के लेक्चर नंबर 3 यानी यूनिट नंबर 1 में कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटी एंड इंडिपेंडेंट इवेंट्स के बारे में पढ़ेंगे। व्हाट इज द कंडीशनल प्रोबेबिलिटी? फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल, सपोज ए फेयर डाई हैज बीन रोल्ड एंड यू आर आस्क्ड टू गिव द प्रोबेबिलिटी दैट इट वाज ए 5. There are 6 equally likely outcomes, so your answer is 1/6. One numbers come up on dice and the probability of 1/6 each number. But suppose that before you give your answer, you are given the extra information that the number rolled was odd. नहीं, जो नंबर दिया जाए वो odd हो, उस कंडीशन में उसकी probability क्या हो? Since there are only 3 odd numbers that are possible, one of which is 5, you would certainly revise your estimate of the likelihood that a 5 was brought from 1/6 to 1/3. In general, the revised probability that an event A has occurred, taking into account the additional information that another event B has definitely occurred on this trial of the experiment, is called the conditional probability of a given B and denoted by PA upon P. The reasoning employed in this example can be generalized to yield the computational formula in the following definition. The conditional probability of a given B denoted by PA upon V is the probability that event A has occurred in a trial of a random experiment for which it is known that event B has definitely occurred. It may be computed by many of the means of the following formula. Rules for conditional probability. PA upon B equals to PA intersection B upon PB. This is the formula for conditional probability. So in this, first of all, what is the conditional probability? Then if you are given, if we find the probability of any events, but another event occurred earlier, so the conditional probability of B upon A upon B equals to P A intersection B upon P. So example, a fair die is rolled. Find the probability that number rolled is 5 given that it is odd, and find the probability that the number rolled is odd given that it is 5. दो कार्ड इस क्वेश्चन में कि एक फेयर डाई को रोल किया गया है तो उसकी प्रोबेबिलिटी नंबर रोल इस 5 है और उसमें दिया गया है कि वो नंबर ऑड है। तो ऑड की प्रोबेबिलिटी आपको दी गई है और निकालना है 5 की प्रोबेबिलिटी, 5 आने की प्रोबेबिलिटी। उल्टा ही पूछ सकता है कि आपको ऑड नंबर आने की प्रोबेबिलिटी निकालनी है और 5 आने की प्रोबेबिलिटी गिवन। दोनों क्वेश्चन दो डिफरेंट क्वेश्चन हो गए इसी के अंदर कि हमें निकालनी है प्रोबेबिलिटी 5 आने की प्रोबेबिलिटी निकालनी है डाई पे, और ऑड पहले से ऑलरेडी इसकी गिवन है प्रोबेबिलिटी, ऑड आने की प्रोबेबिलिटी गिवन है ऑड नंबर की। इस तरह से सपोज हमें ऑड नंबर आने की प्रोबेबिलिटी निकालनी है और 5 नंबर आने की प्रोबेबिलिटी गिवन दिस। तो दिस वे वी गाइड दैट f इक्वल टू सेट f इक्वल टू 5 एलिमेंट होगा ओनली 1 और ऑड में होंगे 1 3 5 3 एलिमेंट्स। तो दिस वे द प्रोबेबिलिटी पी एफ अपॉन ए 5 आने की प्रोबेबिलिटी एंड ऑड नंबर probability of odd number is given. Pf upon O equals to Pf intersection O upon Po. So we will find 1 upon 3, 1 upon 6 or 3 upon 6 या 1 upon 3. This way we will find the probability of this. Second question, if we find the probability Po upon F, if you given the probability of 5 and find the probability of odd number, then PO upon 5, it will be the probability of O upon 5 will be equals to one by 6. और maybe next question देखें जो this is the same problem but with the roles of F or O are reversed. Since we are given that number that by rolled is 5 which is odd, the probability is question must be 1. To apply the formula to this case, we must now replace A. The event 2 likelihood we see the estimate by O and B. Then PO upon F equals to PO intersection F upon PF. This we find the probability. Then both the probability 1 by 6 and 1 by 6. So we get one probability is 1. Just we did not need the computational formula in this example. We do not need it when the information presented in a two-way classification table. Next example, this is in a sample of 902 individuals under 40 who had previously been married. ऐसे हमें 902 इंडिविजुअल्स दिए हैं जो कि अंडर 40 हैं और previously married हैं. Each person was classified according to gender और each person को classify किया गया है gender और age के according first marriage में. The result are summarized in the following two-way classification table, where the meaning of the tables is M males, F females, E 8 teenagers when first married, W in 120s when first married, H in 130s when first married. Here the table given: E for teenagers, W for women, H W for when 20s and H for girl 30s. This were different and total are E for 125, W total is 592 and H total 185 and total of M, F, E, W and H is 902. The number in the first row means 43 people. In the sample were men who were first married in their teens, 293 men who were first married in their 20s and 114 men who were first married in their 30s, and a total of 450 people in the sample were men. Similarly, for number in the second row, the number in the last row mean that irrespective of gender, 125 people in the sample were married in their teens, 192 in their 20s and 185 in their 30s, and that there were 902 people in the sample in all. Suppose that the proportion in the sample accurately reflect those in population of the individuals in the population who are under 40 and who have previously been married. Suppose such a person selected at random. Find the probability that individual selected was a teenagers at first marriage. Find the probability that the individual selected was a teenagers at first marriage, given that the person is a male. Solution: it is natural to let E also denote the event that the person selected by teenagers at first marriage, and let M denote the event that the person selected is male. According to the table, proportion is of individuals in the sample who were in their teens in their first marriage is 125 upon 902. This is the relative frequency of such people in the population, hence P equals to 125 upon 902, equivalent 0.139, about 40%. About 40%. So in teenagers, the married pupils are 14%. Since it's known that person selected is male, all the females may be removed from the consideration, so that only the row in the table corresponding to men in the sample applies. For male 43, for teenagers 293, for 20s and H for 30s, total 450s. The proportion of male in the sample who were in their teens at their first marriage is 43 upon 450. This is the relative frequency of such people in the population of male. Hence, P upon M equals to 43 upon 450 equals to 0.096, about 10%. So these type of people 10% that are male. Similarly, next example. Suppose that in adult population, the proportion of people who are both overweight and suffer hypertension is 0.09. The proportion of people who are not overweight but suffer hypertension is 0.11. The proportion of people who are overweight but do not suffer hypertension is 0.02. And the proportion of people who are neither overweight nor suffer hypertension 0.78. An adult is randomly selected from this population. Find the probability that the person selected suffer from hypertension given that he is overweight. Find the probability that the selected person suffer hypertension given that he is not overweight. Compare the two probabilities just found to give an answer to the question as to whether overweight pupil tends to suffer from hypertension. Solution of this: let S denote the event the person selected suffered hypertension. Let O denote the event the person selected is overweight. The probability information given in the problem may be organized into the following contingency table. H or SC. H is hypertension, SC is not hypertension. So O and OC. O is overweighted, OC is not overweighted. So this table is given here. Hypertension and overweighted 0.09, hypertension and not overweighted 0.11, not hypertension and overweighted 0.02, or not hypertension and not overweighted is 0.78. Using the formula in the definition of conditional probability PH upon A, hypertension upon overweighted, PH intersection O upon PO, it will be get 0.818. Using the formula for definition of conditional probability PH upon OC, we get 0.123, PH upon A 0.8182, PH upon OC 0.1236. This way we get the different probabilities. Now the independent events. Although typically we expect the conditional probability PA upon B to be different from the probability PA of A, it does not have to be different from PA. When PA upon B equals to PA into PA upon B, the occurrence of B has no effect on the likelihood of A, whether or not the event has occurred independent of the event B. Using the algebra, we show the equality PA upon B equals to PA hold if and only if the equality PA intersection B equals to PA into PB hold, which in turn is true if and only if B upon A equals to PB. This is the basis of following definition. Event A and B are independent if PA intersection B equals to PA into PB. If A and B are not independent, then they are dependent. The formula in the definition has two practical but exactly opposite uses. In a situation in which B can compute all three probabilities PA, PB and PA intersection B, it is used to check whether or not the event A and B are independent. PA intersection B equals to PA, PA intersection B equals to PA into PB, then A and B are independent. PA intersection B not equals to PA into PB, then A and B are not independent. Situation second. In a situation in which each of PA and PB can be computed and it is known that A and B are independent, then we compute PA intersection B by multiplying together PA and PB. Then PA intersection B equals to PA into PB. Example: a single fair dice rolled A equals to 3, B equals to 135 are A and B are independent. In this example, we compute all three probabilities PA, PB and PA intersection B. PA 1 by 6, PB 1 by 2 and PA intersection B 1 by 6. Then we get PA intersection B equals to PA into PB equals to 1 by 6 into 1 by 3, 1 by 2 equals to 1 upon 12. But they do not the same number as PA intersection B. So PA and B are not independent. The two-way classification of married and previously married adults under 40 according to gender and age at first marriage is not produced in the table. Male and female were given that are teenagers and 20th or next is 13th, and total of the 125, 190, 592, 185 and 102 is the total. And determine whether or not the event F, female and E, was a teenagers at first married are independent. The table shows that sample 92 such adults, 552 females, 125 were teenagers at their first marriage and 82 were females who have teenagers at their first marriage. So PF equals to 45 upon 902, P equals to 125 upon 902, P intersection F equals to 82 upon 902. This way we get PF into P equals to 0.069. P intersection F equals to 0.9, which are not equal, so it we conclude that two events are not independent. This is different examples of independent events. This way is question that is completed. Okay, thank you all of you.